so the first thing I do is I get my wicks out and my wick stickers, and I wick the jars. All my wicks are eco-friendly. They have tiny braided fibers in them, which are really good with soy candles, which gives the candle a great burn and leaves absolutely no residue in the candle. You don't get that black grimy stuff that you get in store-bought candles. So I just take my my wick, put it on a wick sticker, put it down inside of the jar, give it a really good press, make sure it's down in there good, and then place them back up. So just peel off the little tab here. Press the bottom of the wick onto the tab. Put it down in the jar. And give it a good press down. So this is step one of many steps, and I will bring you back in a little bit. Okay, so my next step is I put my container on my scale and I've measured it out, and I'm gonna add in my wax. And the amount that I poured in is going to give me 4 8-ounce candles. And then what I do next is I pour it into my pot here. And I'll let it melt down. And then once it reaches a certain temperature, I will add in my color and my scent, and I will bring you back for that. Okay, so my wax has reached its temperature, and I use soy wax colors. Everything I do is very organic. So I go ahead and pour in my wax melts that I've chopped up. And with this scent, we're going to be using peppermint. So I pour these in. I'm using 2 bottles. I like my candles to smell really good. And then I stir this usually for about a minute to a minute and a half. Gentle stirs. That way it doesn't form air bubbles when I go to pour it. And now that I've added all that, I'm going to check my temperature, see if it's where it needs to be. One of the important things is when you're making candles, you don't want your wax to get over 200 degrees Fahrenheit. And my temperature is perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and pour my wax into my pitcher. And then what I'll let it do is I'll let it sit here, and it needs to come down to a cooling temperature. I usually pour it about 140 degrees, So this is currently at 171 degrees. So this will take a little while to cool down, and then I'll bring you back for the next step of when I'm pouring. Okay, our wax has reached its temperature where it's ready to pour. And when I pour real slow so that I don't get any air bubbles in my candles. It smells like candy cane in here. The scent is wonderful. And the jars I'm using are 8-ounce jars. I don't go any bigger or any smaller. I find that this size is perfect and people really like it. Once I get these poured, I always have a test candle that I do before I sell any of my product to make sure that it has the proper burn. I take great pride in what I do. These candles are very special and, you know, mean a lot. People are buying them. I want to make sure the product is good before I sell it. So then once these are poured and done, I go ahead and put on wick holders. And this keeps the wick stable and centered till the candle is dried all the way through. These will be dried all the way through and ready to be decorated tomorrow. After I make a candle, I don't burn it for like 4 days, just to give it time to cure. So it's quite a process. You know, you have to bring your wax up to temperature, you have to cool it down, you have to add your color and your scents, and, you know, but it's fun. The fun part for me is not only making them, but decorating them. So there they are. They're going to sit, they're going to firm up, and they'll be ready for getting their decorations on tomorrow. I'll bring you back.